We now return to Let's Play Lethis, Path of Progress. Mission 5, Kitsburg. Build the observatory. Head in the clouds. I feel the descriptions could be a little bit more descriptive. Mr. Ellington, I won't have to remind you of the... Ellington? I thought I was... Archibald. I won't have to remind you of the honor given to you. Building a city of this size is a privilege, yet I have to say that Kitsburg will be my last project, and I hope to leave an everlasting footprint in the history of Lethis. I trust you to help me with this matter. Please don't disappoint me. Are you going somewhere? Indeed, Wilhelm IV is becoming old, and thriving for a glorious heritage to present. Yet, unfortunately, Archibald is facing a severe threat. His rival, Everett Marks, okay, yes, we were Everett, whatever, appears to be ready to do anything to prevent the project's success. He is obviously angered, and one says he might even be mad enough to sabotage the site. You will have to plan with utmost caution. What does that mean? The inventor's workshop will only function if you are building a monument, and if there are enough citizens to provide sufficient financial resources. Okay. Well, this could be quite interesting. So what do we have here? Steam, okay. And we get the iron, followed by what looks like copper. And more steam. So we don't have any gold then. Dang it. What do we have for food? Pumpkins and barley, so I can make my own beer. That's good. I've also got access to fish, so I've got 3 types of food. Looks like I've also got access to sand, which means we may need glass for that monument. We have a new building, the inventor's workshop, and the artist's workshop. I imagine those are going to be 2. So, okay, that's not terribly big. I'd like to know what it requires, though, because I may want to build it over here if it's going to need to be close to iron and copper and that sort of thing. And hopefully it won't need direct steam access. I guess I can put it down and find out. But I'd really rather just keep all of my industry over there, and then we've got this nice big area for another one of those square housing blocks. Actually, I might want to put it over here since this is the entrance. And let's see if these can actually be removed this time. Oh, there's that big tree there that cannot be removed. Okay, well anyway, and it's close to food that way, so actually this might be a very good starting place up here. If I can get a bridge, I will get that set up over that way. Okay, well I'm going to go ahead and get that going. Right, well, here we go. The usual. Set up as much as I could get it, and at least as much as I had the patience for. A lot of the appeal stuff along the outside is going to have to wait. I have actually decided to move this a little bit further down because I did some research on what it's going to take to make the observatory, and we are going to need some patrons. And apparently that is 100 of the elites is required to make a patron, and we will need 2 patrons. So I need to set up a whole housing block out here to get my 10 houses, or 10 mansions, which will allow me to have the patrons required for the inventor's workshop that we can use to create the observatory. The observatory also requires automatons, so we've got to get the automaton factories set up. So I figure I'll just have this pretty much as Industry Island. We will need glass this time, so I'll just have all of that centralized. The first stage in the observatory is glass and steel, so that will be right there, and then we'll have the copper here for utensils. 1 batch of steam. I can bring the other 4 pieces, or the other 4 geysers, I guess, over here, attach them up with pipe. We'll just have to run pipe all along the back way here. Still pretty close to food, though. That's good. I've got this set up, so I'll put some fisheries along this way, so that should be probably enough to at least supplement what we will need for our various food sources. Right now I just need people, and I can focus on that. Oh, Wilhelm IV has become too old to be able to reign the empire to the best of his abilities. Hence, his niece, Hannah II, will be Lethis's new empress. How do you want to welcome the new empress? A gift card? An etching? Your best bottle of wine, and a pistol ornated with jewels. Damn. 1,000? I was actually thinking of a bottle of wine, but looking at my money now, I guess I could afford 1,000. We need to begin selling something right away, so I should look at that. But this will, I guess, probably affect the relations, and I don't know what that is going to have an effect on. But it means that we can afford to miss the first request, maybe? Let's go ahead and pause and look for... So we're at Kitsburg over there. New station buys iron. Oh, okay, we can get that started straight away. Actually, yeah, I mean, that'd be just the easiest one to get going right there. Potatoes, wheat, and food. These are all the same all the time. I don't know why I can't remember. I guess I'll have to write it down. But we got jewelry. I don't think I've got gold. We'll be able to sell beer to Rumendale. They have gold. So first thing I think will be selling to New Station, because iron will just be an easy thing to do, and I'll probably want to be overproducing a lot of that anyway, just because I'll need automatons not only for the observatory. I'm going to need 2 automaton factory just to supply the 30 that the observatory requires. I'll also need whatever will be required for my elites. Now I don't have to build my elites up all the way. I'm just basically doing it for... Actually, yeah, I will. I need to get them into level 4 housing in order to provide 200 people to get the 2 patrons. Okay, yeah, well. So that is 3 buildings. That'll be a 30 more. So we'll need 60 automaton total. So, at least for now, though. At least for now. Getting to New Station will be something worthwhile. Okay, well, we've got some people, so I'm going to go ahead and set up the initial distribution spot. Put the food pretty close here, and I can build this a little bit further away, I guess. Probably end up needing 2, although this one will be holding on to the goods. Well, you know, if I'm just going to sell stuff, because I probably won't sell food. So what will I sell then? I mean, there's beer, and then there's glass. I guess glass. Okay. We can produce excess glass. We'll have excess copper. So I guess, okay, yeah, I'll just have that one up here then. I'll have the trading station up here. So this will be reserved for just distribution to people who actually need it. I have to think about where I want to place this guy. If I place him right there, I can plug that off right there. And I'll just take this. Now, really, if I wanted to conserve space, and there's really no reason to, but may as well. I can just put this here. I don't believe I will need another ring of elite housing. If I do, I can just shove it down here as opposed to here. I was envisioning a much grander city plan. Should we ever need thousands and thousands of people, I can make another L shape out here using the larger plan, and then in the gaps at the 4 directions, I can put this ring of elite housing. I haven't tested it yet. Maybe I'll open a sandbox and give it a try, but it might fit nicely, so we'd have 4 neighborhoods of mansions and then like 8 of the common housing. Of course, what I've done here would prevent me from building one here, but you know. Anyway, it's a thought. So let's continue with this. Put this down. I'm not going to accept anything just yet because I don't know what I want. You can also stop accepting this stuff. It just takes up space. And we will need to put this down now. Okay. Oh shoot, I didn't actually see how far he went. Okay. Almost to that roadblock. This guy doesn't go very far either, but I'll be able to possibly, you know, let's just run that road now. well, wait. I want to go see if this can get to there. Nope. It'll have to be here. So I can put 2 there. In that case, the road can go to there. And that will be enough. So if he makes it to the bridge at least, he does. Okay. So I'll have one individual here, and then I'll just combine the guy that is taking care of at least this part of the industry. Maybe sweep along here to get the fish. Actually, that's going to be way too long for him to go there. If I'm going to have one inspector, he's going to have to run the whole way along there. Maybe I'll do that. I'll have one inspector dealing with the mines themselves, and then any possible industry. I don't know. We're going to have tons of inspectors. Okay. Why did I just put that down? Because I was going to try industry right away. And I'm going to actually have that up here. Oh, boy. Well, let's just do... I mean, I may as well roadblock this, just in case. And then we'll put this guy up here. And I guess I can begin some iron mining. It's in industry. That is not iron, that is iron. Okay, so there goes 1 there. Can I fit 2 side by side? That'd be pretty nice. I cannot. What about this one in here? Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if I can run a road... If I can get this to go horizontal, would you fit in there? Oh, you bastard. I know it'll fit in there. I just saw it wiggle around. Oh, maybe not. Ah, that would suck, because that's just extra space. What if I... No? Okay, well, it's not going to fit. So, we're going to have to go like that, and it's going to have to waste a few squares to go around it, which is obnoxious. And then... that one. Well, I'll get 2 to begin with. And let's see. Oh, we've got some closer stuff down here, don't we? Looks like only room for 1, though. Because I don't think that one actually has 4 spaces. So it'll have to go something like that. Okay, so I'll just have to remember to draw the road from there. And this guy will take care of all the iron mining, and so he'll go that way, waste a lot of time dipping down here. That's not gonna be, that's gonna be terrible. That's actually not gonna work. I don't want him to do that this way. So can I get it to stick out? Wasting a bit of money here. No, because it's got to go that... Damn it! Aggravating. Well, okay. Maybe I'll just have it run a different way then. Like I'll have the one here be its own separate thing, and that... God, it's such a waste. But maybe I can run it so that the road that he connects to connects up here, and maybe I'll just put the observatory there. I don't know. Let's get all this stuff closer, though. So I'm just focusing on the distance. So there wasn't one there, but there was one here. I'll just get rid of you. Actually, I'll just turn you off. No, it's going to collapse either way. Even if it's turned off, it's going to collapse. So I may as well just get rid of it. And let's put that roadblock here. Now, as far as you are concerned, maybe I could get this road to go... I don't think you would be able to travel that far, though, is a problem. So I can get 1 in there, 2 in there, and then the other ones are way out here. That to me, that looks a little too far. So it goes by that tree. So if I just run a road by this tree, And then these ones are going to have to go almost to that rock. Okay, it's going to have to go on the other side of that road unless I can get you to squeeze in. Nope. Okay, so it all has to go on that side of this rock. And just go like that. Yeah, this looks like it's just way too... Shoot. And then because I've got to dip down so it'll actually run by that. Let me see. Oh, it actually will. It'll actually go that far. Good. Okay, well, that's one unit there. That means now I have to figure out yet another industry thing. Oh, you know what? That's just a waste. Let's move this back over on this side, actually. I'll just deal with it. And I just won't put fish there, at least not now. If we ever have to really massively, aggressively expand the industry, then I'll consider doing it. I could, if I put it like this, I could fit like a 3 by something in there. But I also, this is where I'm going to put the condenser and what else? Oh, a storage unit. Okay, so a condenser and a storage unit will fit there, so that's fine. In that case, let's put the storage unit here to begin with, and then it'll be a little bit closer to that. And in fact, I could probably swap those places. That's okay. Refuse everything, and we will accept. Let's say 1,200. We don't want a whole lot, just because we're going to be selling a lot of it. But at the same time, I'll want to keep some for automatons later on, so let's bump that up again. I will also accept steam. I will accept 12. I'm going to turn that down to 12 as well. For now, that'll be fine. But I do need to put down this guy. Get him right there to make sure he's traveling. Okay. So, that's going to get going. What I'd like to do next, of course, you know, let's turn you off because we don't need what you are storing, or will be storing, not just yet. We're not going to work on beer. Right now we need to focus on food. We still got a lot of people coming in. I just want them to spend a little bit more time here. I need more workers, I know. Okay. I think maybe I should get the food first. How many... We've still got quite a few people coming in. Unemployment 20%, but what is that? Okay, so I've got like 50 people. So that's definitely not enough to get started on the actual industry. Let's turn this off to begin with, and we'll do food. Have to have that support first. So let's see, fishery, and I believe this will fit perfectly along there, yes. And then if I need to put a little 2x2 building there of anything. So these take 15 people? 15 people. Okay, well now that I've turned those off, 5 of these ought to be considerable amount. We've got fish being accepted. I have yet to put down the... Did I save space for this? I think I did. I've put space right there for marketplaces. I've rearranged the buildings just a little bit, because every time you shift anything, like just putting this extra road here, which I did to sort of shortcut it for these guys, every time you shift the design a little bit, it just moves it off by that one square. So let's see if our fish, yes, here they come already. That's really nice too. You don't have to wait for the fishing boats to go out and come back. They do seem to go rather quickly. Again, it's not actually that quickly because we're definitely going through the days much, much faster than I would like. Well, everyone seems fine. I know we're gonna eat all that up right away. Let's see, how many? 12%. Okay, that's probably enough fish to begin with. It'll all be taken by the market, which is not in there. We'll put this block first. And we should have some food. What they need next is... oh, that was the wrong one. A wash house. I'm tempted to put that in there. But I think it's the wash house that turns it into the brick, and then there's something that turns it into the one that requires the ghosts. I mean, it wouldn't be bad. What? It wouldn't be bad to... oh, did I forget to put the... ah, frick. I think I'm also... yeah, I still had it turned on, too. Oh, idiot. Well, since we're not ready for that, you know what? I'm just going to let it collapse. Expensive as that is. I can't believe I did that. On the other hand, I can. You know what? I'll just save you the trouble and I'll collapse you right now. How about that? We got to get the food stabilized first. And it looks like this marketplace actually did fill up with fish. So we're now stockpiling some more. I'm tempted to put this guy. I think I will, actually. I'm going to do that. Let's do another marketplace here. That one will go out. And then when he no longer goes out, that means we'll have food for everybody. Are you suffering from appeal? Yes, absolutely. I really should have finished that off, but placing the little trees one at a time, oh man, it's just such a pain. And then, you know, the gardens are actually in between there. There's a layer of 2. I would like to see something like the Impressions games where you just drag gardens, but they randomly decide what they look like, as opposed to being given multiple choices of all this stuff. I'd rather it just randomly adjusted its appearance. But that's just a personal preference. Okay, 35% unemployment. That might be considerably more than we need. Well, maybe not. It's really only 100 people. I mean, once we get the... yeah, this is 25, and this is 12, so that's a good chunk of people right there eating up. I guess I'll just draw a road, and we can start this. So let's put this back in. These take 20 though, so I should really only put in 2. I don't think I actually want you facing that way. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, since this is worthless. Okay. And then we need a safety guy for sure. Oh boy. Whatever. I can't believe I left that. So that'll angle out the other way. I'm sure that'll be fine. We could always just put this one over here just to make sure, because I don't think I'm going to have anything on that side. Yeah, fine. Okay. So we got that. We need to turn this on. Need to turn this on. And need to begin selling to new station. New station. So I may as well just let it keep running. We'll have this sell all of the iron. Ah, I just realized I can't run these without steam. So more people will be required here. We've got 10% still, so let's hope that's enough. We need to put in a condenser and a bunch of extractors. I'll just put in 4 for now. Eventually, I think I'll probably want all 8. Although, who knows? I mean, 2 seem to be enough at one time, so maybe it's not actually all that important that I have tons and tons of this stuff. I just cut right through the trees. Nope, it's actually going to go that way. Okay, So now let's see what we're doing for Steam, or for employment. 4% unemployed, perfect. So they will hopefully begin producing condensers, which should go in there, yep. And then that's being taken to the mines, and the mines will produce the iron, and we'll start having some profit, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be selling enough. Okay, we've got enough fish. I think I'll go ahead and just put in another market in that case. This one I think I'd saved space way up here, so you can see why I put that side road going that way. And I wanted to save space here for another road going up, just in case we needed to expand out behind this main city. I've got plenty of space though. I've centered this in this big area down here pretty well, I think. But yeah, I mean, even though the only thing we need, a well-organized group of thieves has stolen all of Hamkirsch's jewelry. The Empress already sent out a couple of soldiers to track them down. It is not possible to import jewelry from Hamkirsch anymore. Why would you want to? It's far better to just get the gold and turn it into jewelry yourself. Speaking of, let's check and make sure that that's actually a possibility, because we will need that. So yeah, they sell gold still. So we'll just have to make our own, which in the end would be cheaper. Okay, so they've got fish distributed. Probably not completely because the appeal of these buildings, but I'll fix that off camera. And that is going, and how are we doing for selling this stuff? Already sold 300. Could go a little bit faster, but we've got room for, what did I say, 3 more? 4 more maybe? I think 3 more. That's what it looks like. Even though we've got all this shiny stuff, it only counts when it's a 2x2. The steam horse is on its way. The Empress plans to place railways all over Lethis to allow fast travels for all citizens. Long-lasting work lays ahead of us, and a strong workforce is highly needed. Less immigrants to settle in your city. What? So it's going to take longer to fill up my housing needs? That's not good. Employment is at 9%. I'm okay with that. We'll need that to probably expand a food industry here shortly. I'd like to see... Yeah, look, that's how much we have in stock. And I'm okay to let that sit in the machine rather than have it waste space in its own stockyard. Because really, there's no reason to do that. Oh my god, Hamkirsch's thieves were busted! Nobody could find the stolen jewelry, yet Hamkirsch's production is back on track. The city's security measures have been heightened. It's possible to import jewelry from Hamkirsch again. So nobody found the jewelry, but the thieves apparently got caught. Well, whatever. Okay, well, first phase is always boring. I mean, I would be cutting out a lot if I just waited until I set up the basics like this. But maybe if each mission is going to take 3 or 4 episodes, I can just run ahead like that. What are we doing on the money? Did we hit profit? We hit profit! Yay. Well, that's good. We've already got that started. I could do copper as well. I could set up some copper mines, because I've got the unemployment, so I can... It was Fedheim, yeah. So I can get that started, and we can just start making money. And slowly but surely... We really don't want to go too slow on this, though. I mean, it's going to take long enough as it is. But once I put the watch house down, I think that starts the whole cycle of ghosts, and then we get to put the exterminator. The what the hell is that called? Exorcist. I was going to call him an exhibitionist, but that's not what it is. So yeah, we'll probably have a huge population boom here rather quickly once that goes, which means we're going to need a lot more food. So I either put more fish or start the farming. I really want to start the production of this stuff, though. We will need steel, so that's going to start limiting my iron sales. So maybe I should have the copper started so I can begin selling the iron, or the... I can start turning the iron into steel and then get the glass production going, or at least the sand production. We can get that started. I have no idea. It takes 19 steps to build, so I have no idea how long that's going to take. We will, however... See, I don't even know if we can start building without this Inventor's Workshop, and this Inventor's Workshop requires a patron to operate, so I might actually have to get the elite housing just up and running and really just ram through population. So I guess given that, if I'm going to start just rapidly increasing my population, maybe I should make sure my infrastructure is good to go. So I guess next time, we'll build up the farm and fishing, make sure we can feed people, and then we'll start looking at getting all their necessities, and then we'll just build up industry to do that. Okay, well, it's not going to be as rapid as I would really like, but we have seen the folly of expanding a little bit too quickly, and I'd rather not have it all collapse around me. So I'm going to end this one here, and I'll see you next time.